Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Now, here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. Whether you're tuning in on the radio dial here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM, we welcome you all back to our program, as well as tuning in through our online affiliates around the world. We're glad to have all of you with us as well. As you all know, we talk a lot about on this program about the importance of setting goals for yourself, but also doing the hard work that's necessary to see those goals and dreams become a reality. Our next guest definitely knows what that's all about. We're excited to welcome model Natalie Oden to our program today. She's also joined by her father, Charles Oden. We're going to talk to them about not only what it's been like for her to be able to see goals set for herself, but also ask her father, Charles, about what it's been like for him to see all the great things that's happened for them over the past few years. I think this is a really inspiring story for anybody who is looking at 2018 as their year to be able to go for their goals. We'll tell you at the end of our segment how you can stay connected with Natalie. But Natalie, Charles, hello to you and welcome to the program.
Hi.
Hi.
Really excited to speak to the two of you. Natalie, I'm going to start with you. I mean, one of the things I noticed on Facebook in particular, you talk a great deal to your fans and your followers there. I mean, what has it been like for you, Natalie, to not only to reflect on the past few years of doing what you love, but to be able to see all the great things that's come your way?
It's been really great, actually. I've been doing stuff that I would never thought I would ever get to do. Like, there's always a surprise after a surprise, and just, it's been really amazing for me.
Yeah. And Charles, I'm glad to have you here with us because Natalie credits a lot of what she's been able to do because of the inspiration you've been able to give her. What has it been like for you to kind of reflect, especially on the past few years, of what Natalie's been able to achieve?
Well, Cyrus, it's been really amazing. It's just to think that where she has gone these last 3 years, and when I talk to people that are in the industry, they're totally amazed how much movement she has done. And I am just so happy for her, and her family is so happy for her, and then friends, and everybody that knows her. This is like, it's so amazing. A girl from a town, out here in the Inland Empire in California, who's doing what she wants to do, and it's just amazing. For me, I never thought I would see my daughter in a magazine in England or in Lithuania, and then just the support that she's been getting. It's really been a tremendous blessing for her and for us too.
For sure. Natalie, as I mentioned, one of the things that's happened, of course, is you're being featured in magazines. I mean, what was it about modeling that really made you say this is something you wanted to do, Natalie?
Should I start with the beginning?
Sure.
All right. It started out as a favor for my mom's friend's nephew that's from Mexico. He's a photographer. He needed someone to be a model for his pictures, and they asked me to do it for a favor, and I did. And after the pictures came out, I liked how they came out. It made me look good. I liked how pretty I looked. And then, I'd say 2 years later, I started thinking about the pictures again, and I figured that, this is something I think that I really want to do, something I want to try out, even though I have no experience, but I just wanted to, basically explore some options out there for me that I know I could have fun with.
Yeah. And Charles, for you, when Natalie said to you, hey, I like this modeling thing, I enjoyed this experience, I think I want to do more of this, I mean, what were your thoughts about it?
I was very supportive because we were looking, what could Natalie do? I mean, if people go on her Facebook or if they go to her website, they're going to see her background that, she was born with autism, and, people that are born with autism, of course, it's on a wide spectrum how severe the autism can be, but it's a challenge, but she came up to me and she said, Daddy, this is what I want to do, and I was like, okay, let's go for it. Why not? She has a very photogenic look, and people have always said, hey, your daughter should be doing modeling. And from there, I started right away looking on social media for photographers, and it just kind of went from there.
Right. Natalie, your father, of course, mentioned. I mean, you having autism. I mean, how important has it been for you to not allow autism to define you, but to be able to show other people, I mean, what's possible for them, regardless of maybe different challenging situations that they find themselves in?
Well, basically, when I started doing what I was doing with modeling, I didn't really think about too much about autism interfering with what I wanted to do. I just basically just did it. Just did whatever people told me to do, how to do it, and enjoy what I was doing.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Natalie doesn't want, and she tells me this all the time, whether she's modeling or in acting, she says, Dad, I don't want to be known as the model with autism. She wants to be known as a model, or she wants to be known as an actress. And really that's her message to the world, too, is no matter what, I mean, your condition is, or if you have a dream, if you go, even if you don't have a condition, if you have a dream, go for it.
Right. I think that's a great reminder for all of us, especially as we're going into a new year. I want to say for those who are just tuning in, is on the radio side or online, you're listening to Conversations Live. We're excited to welcome model Natalie Oden, as well as her father, Charles Oden, to our program today. We're talking with him not only about what it's been like for them to see how Natalie's been able to achieve some amazing things over the past few years, but also the support of individuals like her father in her life. And Natalie, not only have you had the support of your father, but also I noticed on Facebook you really give recognition to your friends as well. I mean, and then thanks to social media, you've been able to grow this amazing fan base for yourself through Facebook and Instagram. What has that been like for you, Natalie, to see the support you've been getting?
It's really good. And I really do appreciate everybody that's been supportive and kind and wishing me the best. And it's just it really lets me know that there are people out there that want to help you what you want to do in life. And, as long as you have the help and the teamwork, I believe that you can do whatever it is that you want to do.
Yeah, for sure. Have you gotten used to the idea, Natalie, of having fans?
I wouldn't say used to. I never really thought about it. More like it's just but many people that just like what I like to do. But I don't know if I would use the word used to.
I mean, how do you feel? Do you feel comfortable with?
Oh yeah, I feel very comfortable.
Mhm. Yeah. We kind of monitor the side in that because, sometimes you might get a young man that he'll see my daughter's picture and he'll suddenly fall in love with her and stuff like that. It kind of amuses us, But overall, the support, and if I could chime in real quick, the thing is too.
Sure, definitely.
She did a video a year ago. And it's on her Facebook. But, the responses we got from that, especially from parents that have children like Natalie, and it was just really heartwarming to see the responses. It's this is not only benefiting Natalie, it's benefiting other people. She's touching other people's lives. And for me, that's really incredible. I saw one father write to his son. He was like, son, you can do what you want to do because she's doing it. And it's just stuff like that. It's like, wow, it's just, It's so powerful.
For sure. Now, Natalie, I've noticed too, and I'm so glad you mentioned that, Charles. I've noticed too, of course, I want to go back to the magazine feature. What was it like for you to see yourself, not only on a magazine, but to see yourself, traveling internationally through this magazine? I noticed there was a picture on I think it was your Facebook page that I saw, where someone was outside the country, even with the magazine with you in it. What was that experience like for you?
It was really cool. It's just something that I also thought I would never get the start to actually be put on the cover of a magazine. It's just I guess at least for someone like me, you don't think it could happen to you, but I think once you put yourself out there and you work as hard as you can, and you just keep going no matter what it is you go through. It's just I think it's worth it to just do it all.
Yeah, for sure. And Charles, what about you? What was that like for you to see your daughter on the cover of a magazine?
I never, when we first started, I never thought that was going to happen, to be quite honest. I don't think anybody thought it was going to happen. And so, again, I'm very proud of her. I think it's amazing. And it's so cool, too, the family my wife's family, my family, friends at work, they see Natalie and they're totally blown away. Even like we went to get our haircut one day, we were showing the magazine to them, and everybody in the salon.
And he bragged about it.
Yeah, well, of course, but everybody was like, "Oh wow," they're treating her like a star, and it's just never thought that was going to happen. I never thought in this short time that she would travel as far as she has.
Right. Natalie, your dad mentioned something that I want to go back to talk to you about, and then Charles, I'll do a follow-up with you. I mean, has there ever been a chance for you? Because there are a lot of people who say, I want to model, I want to act, I want to do this or that, and they allow fear to stop them. I mean, what do you think has kind of helped you not to allow fear to stop you in going for your goals, Natalie?
Confidence. And basically support, too. Like, you just got to find yourself the right group of people to help you get there, and also just basically have a lot of confidence in yourself. Even if you get nervous at times, I still feel nervous of what I still have to do. Like, sometimes I'll think, oh, I don't really look good in that picture, or sometimes sometimes I think I'll make a mistake with what I do, but people tell me, oh no, you're doing just fine. I think you just need to just have confidence. Don't let your anxiety get into you, because anxiety can mess with your mind, make you self down. And just do what you want to do. If this is exactly what you want to do, and if you love it, just go for it, no matter what mistakes you make.
Yeah, that is so true. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I think that's something that she says is very important. If you're going to do this, especially in the industry, you got to surround yourself with people that are really going to be looking out for your best interest, and they're going to support you. And we're very fortunate with that. She has a mother modeling agent, which is Viva Tukovini, and Viva's from Lithuania, and she has years of modeling experience and coaching, and she has just helped Natalie so much. And, other people, Steve Joyner, David Zimmerman, people, they're really, really good. I know you always think, oh, there's bad people out there, but they're really good people. And I think the most important thing, too, is the parents. The parents really have to support their children. And, I always go with Natalie to every photo shoot. By this time, I know a lot of the photographers, but it's right. Still, you got to be involved. Don't let your kid go by themselves. Go with them and make sure they're going to be safe.
Right. I think that is such an important point, especially, and that's, as you said, Charles, there are great people out there. Unfortunately, not everybody is great. So you're right, that you have to be protective for sure. I'll ask you this question, Charles, and a follow-up to what I asked Natalie, though. Has her confidence surprised you?
Yes. But one thing I know about my daughter, she's disciplined and determined. And if she says she's going to do something, she does it. The one thing I always get compliments about her is that whatever she does, she's very professional, and she never complains. She does it. And the confidence thing, that's probably the thing that really surprises me the most, because that's something that she really needed when she first started doing this. But again, like I said, she has the determination and the discipline, and that really helped her. And when she started working with different people, that really brought about the confidence. And so I'm very proud of her.
And making friends, too.
And making friends. Yeah, that's important, too. Making friends and
being close
and developing those social skills that she will need for the rest of her life.
Yeah, for sure. I asked you earlier, Natalie, about have you gotten used to the idea of having fans. You also, though, have people who are inspired by you. Your father mentioned the one father who said that about his son, about, of course, he can look at what you've been able to do and think about what he can do. Is that what you hope, Natalie, that you are an example for other people as to what they can achieve if they're willing to put in the work?
I think it's good that, I could be, as an example of having someone else think, okay, if she can do it, then I can do it too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think she really thinks about that a whole lot. I'm probably the one that thinks about it more, but
yeah, more than I do.
But I think she's starting to realize, hey, I'm a good role model for other people.
I don't know role model.
Yeah, you are. You are a good role model. Yeah, you are.
That's kind of like a big word to use.
Yeah, I know. It's a big word, and it sounds like a big responsibility. But, if you're out doing what you're doing and you love what you're doing, no matter what it is in life, you can be an example to anybody. You can be it doesn't have to be just in modeling. It can be in your daily life.
Yeah, for sure. What a great thing. Well, Natalie, I totally believe that you are an example for other people as to what is possible, I think, regardless of what their age might be. And I also like the fact, as myself, I call myself a country boy from Mississippi, who has been achieved some things. And I think, that's just another example for people that it's not about where you come from. It really is about the work you're willing to put in, because you never know how far that hard work will take you and what it will achieve, and also who you will inspire along the way. So, Natalie, I'm glad that we had an opportunity to speak with you. Charles, glad that we could have you join us as well. I want to say again that you all have been listening to Conversations Live. We've had model Natalie Oden on our program. Her father, Charles Oden, has been joining us, talking about the amazing year that Natalie has been able to have, but also the past few years of what it's been like for her to do what she loves when it comes to modeling, how it all came about. And now, of course, moving forward, a lot of great things are ahead for Natalie. Natalie, I know your father mentioned acting. Is that something you would like to get more into as well?
Oh, yes. It was actually my first main goal before I started doing modeling.
Yeah, that's her long-term goal. And so she's got a coach now, and she's working on that. And you know what? What I've seen in the last 3 years, I believe she's going to do it. I really, really do. And, it's just going to be exciting to see. Like she said earlier, it's always full of surprises, what happens after next. And it's going to be exciting to see how her journey continues.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we're excited to see as well. So, Natalie or Charles, how can our audience stay connected with you and kind of keep up with what's coming up next for you?
The main way that people can follow her is to go on Facebook, and you can either see Natalie Oden or Natalie Oden Viva Models. We post up there all the time. But she also has a website, natalieoden.com. That tells her story and her background. People want to get into a little bit more depth. And finally, she's also on Instagram as one called Nat. And so those are the three main ways people can see how Natalie is doing and how she's doing on her journey.
Awesome. Well, Natalie, Charles, thank you all so much for the time. I really appreciate you all stopping by. And it goes without saying, the two of you are welcome back here anytime. I look forward to having you back.
Oh, thank
you.
We really enjoyed being on your show.
Pleasure, Stephanie, on mine. We thank you for the time. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. If you all came in late and missed part of the conversation with Natalie and Charles, don't worry. Thanks to our online friends, you all can catch the replay right after we go off the air. The link is already available through our social media site. So head over to Facebook.com/Cyrus Webb or go to Twitter.com/Cyrus Webb. If you click on the link there, you can listen to the show completely for free and share with your friends from there, too. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Make sure you take out time to enjoy some good music as well as a great book. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live today. You all make it a great one.